Hey friends, and welcome back to Path of Exile for a quick update on my build plans for the upcoming Dawn of the Hunt season. Real quick, I wanted to share what my plans were and how they've changed based on the patch notes as the thumbnail kind of indicates. Alright, so originally I was looking at the Lich Ascendancy and was looking mostly at the magnitude of Unholy Might and Unholy Might buffs. And the plan was to mix this with our Corpsewade build that we were using last time to make an even better Corpsewade build, because the extra damage as Chaos would have stacked with Corpsewade. And so that was kind of the plan going forward. Worst case scenario, Unholy Might sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun anyway. I do still plan on playing the Lich, but due to the patch notes, I think I'm changing the way I'm going to approach this, and instead we're going to be playing the Smith of Kitava. Now, why did I decide that? Well, again, my plans originally were to play Corpsewade, because that is a very cozy build and it makes for a very relaxed playstyle, which I really enjoy. So, here's the problem that I ran into. So, decompose is the skill that Corpsewade gives us. Decompose got a nerf from 30 to 39% to 10 to 19%. So anywhere from a third at the lower levels to 1/2 at the highest level. So alone, this isn't too bad. The skill probably did too much damage anyway. There were lots of instances where people were getting the damage up to crazy amounts, and this doesn't hurt my head too much. This one, however, hurts a lot more to me, and this is all of the gas cloud skills. So gas arrow, gas grenade, and decompose have now a limit of 6 clouds, which is rough. Still doable, I think, but the last one is what really did it for me, and it is this last one that kind of convinced me to change my plans a bit. And that is that all of the poison cloud skills now gain 20% more radius per second, up to a maximum of 80%, where they previously had 50 to 200. Now, the time that they spread did not change, so they are going to spread over a smaller area over the same amount of time, which means they're going to take much longer to get to where they were at between 1 and 2 seconds. So instead of taking 1.5 seconds to get to where they were, they're now going to take the full 4 seconds to get to the 80% mark, and then they won't go further than that, and you're limited to 6. So that is kind of what put the nail in the coffin for me. But, you know, just to put the cherry on top, we have a couple of other things that happened, which is skeletal brutes. Their quality has been changed to inflict more stun buildup instead of having increased maximum life. And then meat shield can no longer support damage which are undamageable. Not that one. Now grants minions take less damage rather than giving them 50% more life. So again, with the Corpsewade build, what we were doing is we were utilizing the decompose skill on step, and what decompose did is it creates a poison cloud that deals damage based on the corpse's maximum life. If we combine this with sacrifice support, we can use our own minions to feed this skill. And so we were using minions with a lot of health and scaling Corpsewade through that. Now, we were using meat shield support to grant more life to our brutes, which on their own had a quality of more life, and so they were by far the best choice for raw life on sacrifice. And then the final nail in the coffin for me is sacrifice itself. So sacrifice now has minions revive 66% more slowly at gem level 14, whereas it was previously 37, and scales to 60% where it was 31. So we have half the, or double the more slowly, which is going to put our revive timer, I think, and this is just a ballpark, I think somewhere near 9 to 10 seconds, which is rough. I don't know, some of this skill was already a little painful to maintain, and I think this is still doable. I think Corpsewade builds are going to be fine. I think people are going to find a way to do it, but I'm no longer confident enough to play this on a league start. So I'm going to wait on this as probably my second character, and I do still want to play this on a lich. I want to play Corpsewade on lich and see if I can make a super cozy build. But because of all of these nerfs, I'm less confident in its early performance. So instead, I'm just going to play something entirely new, and we're going to go Smith of Kitava. The thing that interests me most on this ascendancy is the heat of the forge notable, which is grants fire spell on hit. I assume this is melee hit, so it seems like we're going to have to do like a melee mixed style. So we'll see how well that works out, but we've got all the time in the world to figure out how we want to approach this. And then I am considering mixing this with Mjolnir, if we can get a Mjolnir, depending on how rare it is, where it drops from. Mjolnir is a unique mace that has a very similar ability, and it is lightning spell on hit. And so I'm thinking the two of those mixed together might be an interesting kind of build. So that is the current plan, and we'll probably go like Heat of the Forge, Forged in Flame Coal Stoker, maybe Smith Masterwork. We'll have to see how we feel about all of that. With all of the missing life on the tree, there's a real possibility that katava engraving is going to be really, really nice. So we'll see how we feel about that going into the late game. Yeah, that is my plan currently. I still want to go back and play around with the witch, and I'm still planning on playing around with the huntress, but I think to start off I'm going to go warrior into Smith of Kitava. So if you want to join me for that journey and see how well we can put together a cozy build with a fire spell on hit, then come join me tomorrow, as we are going to be streaming the league start for as long as we can, and then we will be streaming every day for the first couple of days of the league. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. Hopefully it works out, and then hopefully we can roll that into some success that we can use to make a good decompose build on the lich. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're hyped for the league. I know there's a lot of nerfs that we know about, but keep in mind there's a lot of buffs that we don't know about. When they said that they adjusted every skill, they meant it, and we didn't see a ton of them. So try and stay positive. I know I'm trying to stay positive. We'll figure it out. We'll have fun, and I'll see you in raid class.